human. Also, one of the times I was in a place where they said that I could leave, that I was fine, and I saw two nurses, a brunette with a ponytail in her 20s, who told me that I could leave. But suddenly, she took me to a small room with a wooden table, and there was a blonde nurse, also in her 20s, and I could see how she put his hand in my abdomen and moved it as if it were ground meat. And at the same time, she said to me, "Why, did you want to escape, huh? This will teach you." The last scene I remember was being in a house, or rather in the dining room of a house, where there was a large oval wooden table, and I was sitting there, and a voice that I could tell was inside my head, not heard by my ears, told me that it was my sister, and that I had to erase her name so that we could both leave. I didn't understand that, but all my eagerness was to find a way to destroy her name, even though I didn't know it. I wrote names on a piece of paper that I couldn't see and left the house. And outside there was a large tree. I tore the paper into several pieces and put them in a circle around the base of the tree so that the wind would blow them away. I thought that way I would make the name disappear. After that, I remember opening my eyes, but I didn't know that I was alive, what was happening, or what it was, because I was convinced that where I came from was currently my life. I could see in front of me my husband, my son, and a doctor looking at me. And my first question, silently, because I had a tracheostomy and couldn't speak, was, including my husband and my son, "Who are these people?" The first days of waking up, I just wanted to sleep. And I remember them as in a fog, totally unreal. I think even the medical staff who came to help me and who I saw working in the office were unreal to me. I didn't know what was real from what wasn't. And I just wanted to be left alone. I just wanted to sleep. After a few days, everything began to make sense, although I didn't remember why I was there. I also didn't understand why I didn't have the strength to raise my hand or hold my phone, why I couldn't get out of bed, and why they had to move me with a crane as if I were a cow. I was in a limbo that I didn't understand, and I think I unconsciously wanted to go back to where I came from, because there I didn't remember anything. There was no moral pain, only physical pain from time to time. There I didn't have to think about who I was or what problems I had in life. Days later, I was taken to the ward from the intensive care unit, and although I was more conscious, I still didn't feel normal. I spoke to a social worker, a psychologist, about what I had experienced because I didn't want anything more than to cry. I didn't want to watch television. I didn't want to read a book. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted not to be. It was sometime later when they took me to another hospital that was supposed to rehabilitate me that one day my son came to visit me and asked, "Mom, do you know what has happened to you? Do you know why you are in the hospital?" I said, "No." Then he reminded me of what happened that night at my house when I was taken to the hospital by ambulance, and suddenly my brain clicked and I understood everything. But if they had sworn to me that I had been hit by a bus, I would have believed it too. After spending time in that hospital and in another one where I was really rehabilitated, where I had to learn how to walk, how to get out of bed again, how to sit down to get up, how to wash myself and start to understand how I was going to use my colostomy, and where they were healing me from the big wound that I had in my abdomen, I returned home, not without the doctors letting me know that I had been on the verge of death, that they wouldn't give a penny for me, and that only a small percentage of people with septic shock survive. especially after having suffered a heart attack, embolisms, and all that. When I returned home weeks later, talking to my mother in Spain, because I live in the United States, as I have mentioned, I was describing part of my experiences to her one day. And when I got to the part where a sister of mine told me that I had to destroy her name, after my mother let me finish the story without interrupting, she told me that she had a miscarriage before she had me, and that it was a girl. I currently only have one brother. I swear to you, for the life of my children, that I knew nothing about my mother's miscarriage, because she had never, ever told me about it. Something that also happened when I was in the second hospital was that one night, while I was awake, of course, that inner voice that spoke to me in my experience suddenly appeared in my head, and its words were, "Don't worry, sister, everything will be fine. I'll take care of you." Automatically, my eyes filled with tears, and it gave me the certainty that some of this experience may have been due to medication influence. I don't deny it. But I don't think the medication knew that I had a sister who was never born, and that her message was so clear. So, although I did not die clinically as science can determine, I am sure that I was on the other side. It was not heaven, it was not hell. I saw no God, there were no angels, and the only person who could be a relative of mine was that sister who was never born. I must also say that the nurse boy who looked like my son was coincidentally the one who came to transfer me, or not so coincidentally, from the intensive care unit to the first hospital to the floor. And my mouth fell open like in cartoons, because it was the first time I saw him physically and in the reality of this world. I have told my experiences to many people. As I mentioned before, I don't know if they have believed me or not. Many people hallucinate when I tell them, others have acted more skeptically. The only thing I know is that when I came back from there, I came back as a different person. It was very difficult for me not to remember that experience every day for months. And still, I remember it after 3 years in detail. Sometimes a special sunlight, a photo of a cabin, a foggy street, or a sunset takes me back to that parallel life I had for 5 weeks. My purpose in life has changed. I feel much calmer inside. I no longer dwell in the past, even if I want to try. My faith in God has multiplied, because I know that even though I didn't see him, he pulled me out of that depth like he pulled Peter out of the water when he sank into the lake. It's not that I want to die, of course, but somehow I've lost the fear and worry of living. After all, it didn't hurt. I didn't suffer. I just changed planes. I hope that you understand everything that has been said. And surely, perhaps, you have a different opinion than the one I may have, and you can apply certain things that have happened scientifically, and that does not bother me. I am deeply grateful that you have heard this, my account of what happened, and I hope that it'll help you and other relatives and people to understand, if any have gone through it. For me, it has been an extraordinary experience, confusing at times, yes, but not bad. And it has taught me to be more patient, to help people more, and to have a smile on my lips most of the time, because no one knows when one may find oneself in that other world without saying goodbye. Thank you all. And in the video, you will see some images which are not the same as those I experienced, of course, but they are a little similar, so you can understand it better. I send a big hug to all of you who are listening, and thank you very much for your attention and for sharing my experience. May God bless us all.